girl, Luscious Barbie. Let's talk Dallas. It's All Good with it TV. Thanks for tuning in, and we're here with Mo Classified. Hey, girl.
Hi.
Okay, so let's jump into it. First, let us know, all the people that's watching that don't already know. I mean, because I know y'all see the pink hair everywhere. We see you in the K104 truck. You might see your name come up if they, on the source, reading the articles. So, who is Mo Classified? How did you get started?
Mo Classified. I'm a Dallas native. And how did I get started? I got started doing local interviews here in Dallas. And just interviewing like anybody that was doing anything influential. So all the Dallas influencers. And it wasn't just music at first. It was everything. It was just like, if you were an entrepreneur, you sold clothes, you're a fashion designer, you're a rapper, you're a rapper's manager, like whatever it was that I felt like you needed to be noticed or you needed to be acknowledged, I was interviewing those people. And then eventually I got my first celebrity interview, and that was Kevin Gates' wife, Drika.
Okay.
And so that is the interview that got me to start writing for the source. And then after the source, a lot of good stuff started happening.
How was that feeling going from like just, hey, this is just, I want to inspire people, to getting, like, how did you get that interview with Drika?
I reached out because I saw on Instagram, they were like, we'll be at South by Southwest in Austin. So I can't remember what year. I think I want to say 2014, 2015. 2015, I think. And they were like, we're going to be at South by Southwest. And then I'm a Kevin Gates fan, period. So if you listen to Kevin Gates' music, he talked a lot about Drika and his wife. So I kind of like love Drika just through his music.
Right.
And so I was like, instead of trying to get the interview with Kevin, I was like, I want to interview Drika because nobody ever like hear from her. Like she just real low key. She stay behind the scenes. So I was like, that'll be a dope interview.
Yeah.
And then I reached out to the manager. They both had the same manager, and I requested the interview with Drika. And then he replied, and he was like, Drika actually accepted your interview.
Oh, you was like,
yeah.
what?
And they was like, so just we'll set a time and a place when we get to Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was you excited? Was that like
really excited.
Over the top for you?
It was very over the top. I was really excited.
And
like
then,
I love Drika. People don't know how much I love her. So like, that put the icing on the cake. And
then going from that, like, I noticed that you got to have a conversation with Nipsey. You was like a big Nipsey fan. So how was that experience in a conversation with him and just knowing like, dang, I'm talking to somebody I really love.
Yeah, that was great too. I even told him when I interviewed him, I was like, this is not just an interview, like, you my favorite rapper. Like, in the whole wide world. So he was just like, oh, hey.
I heard at the beginning, he was like, hold on, wait, before we start, let's just get it out.
Hey. But that was dope just because, like, as a fan, I don't know, like, who is your favorite rapper, artist, period?
My favorite? I got a lot of favorites, but right now my favorite is, I would say, that's hard. Because Bobby Sessions is one of my favorites.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. And when I got a chance to interview him, I was like, oh my God. Like, and everybody was like, who are you talking about? And I'm like, no, y'all gonna see.
Exactly.
But as far as like right now, I would have to say, it's between Yellow Beezy and I like Black Youngster a lot.
Okay. I like Black Youngster. I like him, just his overall brand and image. But I say that just because, I don't know, like I knew everything about Nipsey, like since the beginning to the end, to music, to his personal life. So me being able to interview him, it was just like me asking the questions that I always wanted to ask after all of these years. It wasn't a surface level interview. It was just like, if I never get to talk to you again, which I won't, this is what I need to ask you. Which some of it had to do with the music, but some of it didn't. But like even on the comments on my YouTube, people say like, this is a true fan to artist interview. Like you could tell, you really knew what you was talking about. You really knew what you wanted to ask. It's all the questions that everybody else wanted to know too.
And you could tell that he could feel that, like he was honored that it was just more of a conversation versus like, how most artists like, okay, another interview.
Same questions.
Yeah, so that was dope. Like, did that interview now, being that he passed, did that interview make a lot of people look into a lot of your other interviews, like from years ago, or did it just bring more views to that just because, typing in YouTube and everything? Of course,
I think it just brought more views to that one in particular. But, mainly just to that one. But the way YouTube works, I don't know, when people like one of your videos, they eventually subscribe. Like, I want more from her. But it's weird just because, like, even Megan Thee Stallion, right now, she's blowing up. So her interview is blowing up on
Right.
my page. So I feel like when you like get a cult fan base, like they want to go look at everything that you got, which would be, you know, that interview.
Right.
They want to listen to every interview, every song, anything. So
right.
It just depends on when the person pop or not.
Who was your, other than Nipsey, who was your favorite? Like, I know you've interviewed a lot of different people, so I've seen you in Tokyo Jets, you know, with that interview, and Megan Thee Stallion. Who's like your favorite, like favorite female and favorite male interview? Like, just as far as the experience, nothing to do with their music or whatever.
Right, so female, I'm going to say Drika. Male, other than Nipsey.
Like your favorite, like somebody was like, dang, that was a deep, like, we connected, yeah.
Dang, that's tough. But I'll say either Nick Cannon or Money Man.
Both of them pretty dope, so
yeah. So Nick Cannon was, you know, he on some new shit, man.
Yeah.
And that was interesting, just to like get a different perspective from him based off what we see him on TV.
Right.
You know, and him being a father and, you know, all these like different money making avenues. Like he just like went into explanation. And even like he's for black people. Like as much as people may not notice or, you know, they can't tell just because he on all these white TV shows.
Right.
Like, he actually for black people.
Right. You can really tell when you listen to like his interviews and stuff. It's like, okay, he's for the culture.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, but going from just commercial, everything mainstream, you see him in a different light. Like, okay. But then when you listen and get into their life, that's what I love about interviews, because you get into somebody's life and you're like, okay,
right,
you know, because it's a lot. Like, you know how you'll watch like a movie or something and you'll see an actor and you just like
think of them as that.
Yeah, and you're like, wait a minute, nah. But then when you listen, you're like, oh my God, that's so nice. They did say that. So
I like that too.
Yeah, I do that too. That's cool. What how's it been like writing for The Source? Like, what is that like? Has that always been something that you wanted to do?
Yes, it actually has. So when I was little, I used to always say I'm gonna be an author. So I'm not an author in a sense that I don't write books, but I'm a writer. Right. And like even my teachers would tell me that when I was younger. They were like, "You're gonna be a writer," because you know we had to take the writing test. Yes. So I used to always do good. They were like, "You're gonna be a writer," and so I kind of just like took on to that, like, all right, I'm gonna be an author. Right. And then instead of writing books, I write for The Source. But I really, really like it. I really, really love it. I feel like it opened a lot of doors for me, a lot of avenues. And it make me have to stay in tune with the culture. Right. Yeah. I can't like be out the loop. Yeah. But because you can tell too, like with the articles and stuff, you know how some people just kind of get the surface level and just like, you know, I like the fact that it's a balance between opinion and facts and people can relate and like, oh dang, okay, you know. But a lot of people when they read into stuff, they don't know who's writing it, so it's good to see the face, you know, behind the thoughts. Exactly. And then, you know, we see you a lot in the city, especially we see the pink hair everywhere. So how did you get with K104 and like just, we always see you driving the trucks and, you know, every event, you know. Let's see, with K104, I had moved from Cali, and when I moved from Cali, I knew of somebody that worked there, and I was like, put me in the door. And then he was just like, just send me your resume and I'll see what I can do. Yeah. And then he got me an interview, and then initially I didn't get the job. Yeah. Because they felt like I was timid in the interview. And I feel like I was too, but you don't know what to expect in that type of interview. Right. And I feel like I can say personally, a radio station interview is like no other interview that you'll ever go on. Yeah. It's not a regular interview. And so, yeah, I didn't get the job. And then I just kept doing my thing, like personally, with my own brand, with my Classified the brand, and like with my 808 team, doing the hip hop game show and stuff like that. And then eventually that same friend hit me up and reached back out. And he was like, you want to work here still? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, all right, come back. And then when I came back, got a second interview, and then from there I was there. Oh, that's dope. Yeah. That's dope. I know that's like just. Do you ever sit back and be like, dang, this is all happening? Oh, I definitely do all the time. be like, you pray for this, you drink for this, but you work for it too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's crazy when you can see stuff and like you said from a kid, you're like, I'm gonna be a writer. Okay, that's what I'm gonna be an author. I'm gonna do this. And then when you see your life, just like, oh, whoa.
Right.
Oh,
like, okay, what is happening?
I thought
like, I was doing something. I didn't know I was doing something. Right.
And then with the 808 playlist, how did you get started with that? Like, did that just go from just your local interviews and then you're like, okay, let me see what else I can do? Because you can see, like, you know, South by Southwest or different events, how people react, like the different questions, like, you know, what was the donut shop on Friday and different stuff like that. You like, oh, dang, like, you know, it just always catches people. So how did you get started doing that?
So 808 was already formed before I became a part of it. So when I moved back to Dallas, my friend, Jason Lyric, he was on the panel of theirs because we have a panel series that we do 2 or 3 times a year. So it's just different type of panels. So the particular panel that he was on was called self-management because he self-manages himself as an artist. And
which is dope.
Right. He's dope. Yes, I love him too. But yeah, he was on that panel, so I was just showing up to support him. I didn't know who was putting on the event. And when I showed up to support him, I was like interacting throughout the event, like asking questions, talking, agreeing, you know, so people could kind of tell like I knew what I was talking about, or, you know, I was there for a reason, pretty much, not just like there. And then after that, we have a segment called Shoot Your Shot at the end of all of our events. And so we allow a couple of people to come up on the stage and shoot their shot as far as who you are, what you do, how I can service you, and why you might be interested in doing business with me. And so I just went up there and shot my shot and let everybody know, you know, I'm a that's fine. I do local interviews. I write for the source. I do artist development, you know, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. And then from then on, I continue to go to their events because I like that. So one of their events was Playlist, but they did it as a live game show. So it was an event, independent bar and kitchen in Development. And you actually came there and they had like a projector and we were actually playing it like Family Feud. Yeah. And then from then on, they asked they wanted new team members. And so I applied as a new team member and then they asked me what I could bring to the table. And I was like, let's take the game show from out of there to the street. Right. And then that's how that happened.
That's dope. That's dope because it's like, you know, going from just shooting your shot. Right. Because that's all it takes. Exactly. It's like, hey, if you know, especially what you saying that, you know, when you went on that interview and it's like, oh, you timid, and then when you like, hey, no, this is what I do, this is me, I'm ready for whatever. Right. That's huge. But being a Black woman in Dallas, we want to know, you know, everybody always know the glitz and the glam, but being a Black woman in Dallas, what are your struggles and how do you feel like you've overcome them? What have been your struggles along the way in the media?
In media in general?
Yeah, it could be personal or, you know, business, whatever. Just something that most people would be stuck and they feel discouraged. They like, oh, I want to do this. You know, like a lot of people, I'll be out doing different stuff and a lot of people may say, they're not even thinking on the level of, you know, you may be thinking, I want to do this, I want to do that. Okay, the next thing is this. Right. They may be stuck on, I want to do a YouTube channel, but I'm discouraged because of this. So what do you feel like has been your struggles along the way?
Not having a team, a solid team. So I feel like I done ran through, I wouldn't say ran through, but I've had like different, I feel like I've only had like 2 videographers, but it's always like, I don't know, like, especially coming up, okay, I say no money, having no money, and not being able to pay people and allowing people to be on one accord, because it could, like when I started off, I don't know, you know IK Studio in Dallas? That's what I started off with. So Elijah is like one of my best friends from childhood, and he started off videography, we started doing the interviews, and he was like, we just about to work this together until we come up. So like, that's what the mindset people need to have. It's like, I know you got something valuable, I know you got something valuable, we gonna help each other out until, you know, we can get paid off of this, until we can pay each other. You know, and that's how it worked out. Like, they like the #1 photography, videography studio in Dallas now. And, you know, I'm doing my thing. So I feel like, don't be discouraged. Like, use what you have, pretty much. And if you don't have anybody that, like, believe in you enough to, like, do it for free, then you got to learn how to do it by yourself. Like, you really should just know how to do it by yourself anyway. But, of course, it's a lot easier and better to have a team. A solid team. So, yeah, figure it out on your own regardless, because you need to know all aspects of your profession. But at the same time, like, try to build a solid team if you can. Get some people that will get on board and support you and all of that. Other than that, what else could be discouraging? I don't know, just being a woman in this industry, period. Like, people probably feel like, especially hip hop, it's like a male dominated industry. So they probably think that, you know, you don't know what you're talking about. They don't know how you got here. They probably think you're just a cute face.
Right.
But your way to the top.
Right. A lot of people think you just, you must be
or you want to be a groupie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you just want to be in the mix or, you know, something like that. So that could be discouraging, but if you really know what you're talking about, if you really trying to like get the job done, if you really not just trying to be in the mix, it shouldn't be discouraging because you know your mission, you know your goal. So like you just prove them wrong for your actions. You don't even gotta say nothing.
Right. It's more of your passion than anything.
Yeah,
so
like
nothing else.
I ain't gotta say nothing. You'll see eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it is for a lot of people. A lot of people, you know, just the stories and stuff that I hear. It's like, oh, I always wanted to do that, but I don't know how to do it. Or, you know, even artists like, dang, how are you comfortable in front of the camera? I'm like, this is what I want to do. It's like if you go to a job, you clock in, that's what you really want to do. You're going to give it your all, but hey, you know.
Well, I'll say about feeling comfortable in front of the camera, I didn't initially feel comfortable in front of the camera either, but I was just doing it anyway. I was like, you just got to do it. And then I'll say I wouldn't even necessarily watch my videos like right away. I would just like wait and just like go back to them later and watch them. But I think it's mandatory that you do watch them because every time you watch the video, you'll find something that you didn't like.
Right.
And just keep it in your head for the next time, and then you'll just keep improving, and then eventually you're gonna like yourself on camera because you start tweaking them little things every time.
Learning from yourself and learning how you can progress. Did you ever go through like any of your YouTube comments or Instagram comments, like what people saying?
I feel like the comments just start booming recently. So like even I've been doing it for 4 years. The comments didn't used to be too much. I probably get like 10 comments on a video or something, and it wasn't nothing like troll or But now people kind of get a little out of hand, but it don't bother me. I don't know. I just be feeling like you took the time out to say something negative.
You watched it.
Yeah, you watched it. You took the time out. Period.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's like when people do the most on the internet, you're like, but you watched the whole thing.
Right.
Thanks for your feedback.
And sometimes I want to reply, and then I'll just end up doing something else, and that just let me know I shouldn't do it.
Right.
Because I'll be like, oh damn, I forgot to reply.
Because sometimes you be like, hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah. For real, that's how I'll be like in the middle of like a good read, and then something will happen, and then I'll be like, all right, let me not.
Let me not give you my energy, but you don't have to go out. Yeah. Then y'all gonna talk about that. But we're gonna play Let's Talk Dallas exclusive. So we're gonna play the bucket list. So you're just gonna dig in there and pick a question, and then you gotta answer. If not, if you don't answer, you gotta take a shot.
Ooh, I might not want to answer on purpose. Would you rather swallow a balloon full of worms or swallow a cup of your best friend's snot?
That's
rather swallow a balloon full of worms. Ugh.
That's nasty.
I'm gonna probably go with my best friend's snot, actually, because I don't do bugs or worms.
Both of them is bad.
I know it's bad, but I'm gonna just go with the snot. I don't think she's too sick or nothing.
I hope not.
Right, and then I'm gonna just have to get some alcohol and some juice and some water. And a lot of things, and just go to sleep. So I don't have to think about it.
Okay. And I always ask every guest that I have, if you could pick any porn name, what would it be?
People call me Pinky all the time.
Pinky?
Yeah, but let me think if I could get more creative than that.
Just something that you just like.
Right.
That's me.
Right. I don't know, Carmen. But I need to add something to the end of that. So like a second name. But I know when you used to give people fake names back in the day, that was my fake name.
Carmen?
Yeah.
I'm Carmen.
Yeah. What's your name?
Blue eyes.
So that was my fake name. So I would do that, but I need to add like something else at the end.
Can't do Carmen Hayes, it's already taken.
Carmen what?
I said you can't do Carmen Hayes, it's already taken.
Like Carmen Santiago or something like that.
Oh shit.
Come on.
Okay.
Right.
Come on, chips and sauce.
Carmen Santiago. That'll be it.
Okay.
That sounds like somebody.
Right.
Oh, no, did y'all see
that? Have you ever been starstruck? Like, have you ever ran into somebody and just been like, I want to say something?
Right. Not really, because I'll say something.
Right.
But I'll say Beyonce, but I haven't like seen her like where I could touch her.
Right.
But like even me just going to her concert, I was like literally sitting there just like in shock and amazement at watching her perform. So I probably would be starstruck if I seen her. But I was just like, wow, like
Because her work ethic is just
exactly
crazy. Like, I watched The Homecoming and I was like, how?
Right.
Like 2 hours straight? How?
Exactly.
After twins?
Exactly.
I'm
And everything was so perfect. So, excuse me. Probably hurt.
What is your with you doing artist development? What do you feel like is excuse me, a major key for an artist building a brand? Like, what is something that's just so crucial that most people don't realize as an artist?
Image. It matters, especially in the social media age that we're in right now. So you can have great lyrics, but if nobody notices you, they'll never hear it.
Right.
So image matters. Other than that, I'll just say have all your ducks in a row as far as like, well, I actually say videos matter nowadays too.
Right.
So like, I feel like if you really want to blow, you should make a video to every single song.
Right.
Because videos is what make people actually listen to a song. If the video is lit and it go viral, then now they listening to your song. Compared to like,
go to my SoundCloud,
clicking the link, in the bio, or just like listening to one song and not having a visual to it. Like these days, that kind of don't work.
Right. How do you feel like music has changed over the years when it used to be like passing out, my mixtape versus now it's like, okay, everything literally has to be on point when somebody click on your Instagram or click on your YouTube. So how do you feel like that's changed the industry as far as for somebody to blow?
I feel like it's actually better because, like I said, with the visuals and stuff, like now you have a platform where the whole world can see you. You ain't got to be in Dallas passing out mixtapes that somebody in Oklahoma, Chicago, and New York can't get to because you right here at Big T.
Right.
Versus now we got a whole internet platform and you can stay tuned in to my brand like Black Monster, like the baby is blowing up right now just because he give us entertainment through a platform. And we feel like we in tune with his brand and what he got going on every single day. Or just, his whole run, his whole little promotional run, we feel it too. So I feel like it's better now. Yeah. And you just got to get creative with it. If you ain't figured out how to maneuver it, it's just because you ain't got creative.
Right. Do you feel like with an artist, open mics help them? Or do you feel like they should always reach higher?
Both. I feel like they will help you. Yeah, just because I've been to open mics and then I'll hear somebody and I'll be like, you were dope. And now I'm following you and now I'm paying attention to you because that one first impression was enough. But
do you feel like they can get stuck in the open mic world to where you're a featured open micer?
Yes. Yeah. But that be on them. They want to stay in that open mic world. It seems the people that get stuck in the open mic world, it seems like they want to get stuck in there. Right. Like you're not even trying to branch out of there. You know? So you can definitely get stuck. But yeah, that's on you to be able to do both. To be an in-person artist as well as to have an online platform as a brand. Right. Yeah.
Who do you feel like is your favorite local Dallas artist?
Jason Leary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Dallas restaurant?
Oh, that's so tough. I be eating everything. Favorite Dallas restaurant. Oh. Can we come back to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You eat a lot.
I do.
You're like, it's a lot of food. Okay, so the I'm So Dallas challenge, I see you killed that.
Thank you.
You was like the only female that I've seen a lot of people do it after you, but the one that I like really noticed as far as the visuals and all that, like what made you do that? Is just because it was trending? Did somebody tell you to do it?
Oh no, I started that challenge. So I did a picture every day. It started off as a picture challenge. So every day for 30 days in September, I posted a picture of all the Dallas hotspots and all the Dallas landmarks. So whether it be food places, I went to like bars and restaurants, deep like areas. I went to my old elementary school. I went to like my old summer camps and stuff like that. And just posted a picture and like said what it mean to me.
Right.
I went to like my favorite snow cone shop. Like, what's the best snow cone shop in Dallas? And I'd be like, this is my favorite. I don't care what y'all talking about.
Right.
What's my favorite fish spot? Catfish Floyd got everybody on lock. Y'all could beef in the comments, but that's what I feel like. Yeah.
And we can argue.
Right. Went to Big T, like, posted the lyrics. What is it? Big T on Sunday.
Yeah, Big T on Sunday.
So it was just, I just felt, since I had moved back from LA, I started seeing Dallas in a new light. I was gone for like 4 or 5 years. I lived in Houston and LA, and then I came back to Dallas. So when I come back to Dallas, it's totally different to me. But also I'm an adult. I left Dallas at 18, so I'm an adult, and I'm getting to see it for what it really is. You know, when you was little, you just went to school and went home. You wasn't like exploring the city,
right?
So now I'm getting to see Dallas for its like everything, and then it's grew a lot, it's changed a lot. Like they building new shit every day and stuff. So like I'm actually acting like a tourist in my own city. So I got to see a lot, and then it made me appreciate Dallas. I'm like, damn, Dallas is just as lit as all the places that I lived. I lived in Houston. Dallas is just as lit as Houston. I've lived in LA. Dallas is just as lit as LA. But I feel like people don't know that or don't take advantage or, you know, acknowledge it because I don't know why. Just like maybe because they never left to see other things, or maybe they just feel like, you know, people don't appreciate stuff that they used to or whatever.
Right. You like, see it all the time.
Yeah, so you just like, Dallas shit, I need to move to Atlanta. I need to move here, move there, and all like you really can make it happen out here just as much as you can make it happen anywhere. And so that was like the purpose of the campaign, was just to like show love to the city and let people know like Dallas is lit and we should take advantage of our own city. We should make our own city blow. Like let's acknowledge all the old shit that we used to fuck with, Rudy's, Big T, Catfish Floyd, as well as like this new shit. Let's like act like a tourist in our own city because everybody moving to Dallas now. So I know y'all don't want to be them type of people that's like, man, I've been here, but you been here, but you ain't been like repping, or you ain't been like showing love. So like all these new people gonna move in and they gonna be showing love and like, oh, I love Dallas. I do this, I do that. And you gonna be looking like, but you ain't even showing no love. So that's what it was for. And then so Dallas challenged my homeboy. His name is Eric. His rapper name is Eric the Chosen. But he started the rapper challenge. So I tagged him because I was tagging somebody every day. Like, all right, it's your turn. You got 3 days to post a picture of why you so Dallas. And then his challenge was he did a whole music video and a whole song of why he so Dallas. And it took off from there. After that, Poopa Leroy did a song of why he was so Dallas. And then just like a lot of like people that wasn't even rappers, people was just freestyling in the car. They started doing their own songs of why they were so Dallas. So I feel like I started the challenge, so I got to do it. And that's what happened. I just did it. And I remember when I had wrote the rap, and then I went to, like I said, IK Studios. I was like, well, no, he did a video for somebody. He was like, they just did a Dallas video. They paid me to do it. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. So I reposted it because I was reposting everybody's. And he was like, when you gonna drop yours? And I was like, I'll probably drop it today. And he was like, oh, you did a video? And I was like, no. And he was like, come up here. Like, you gotta do a video. It's your shit. Like, you gotta go all out. You gotta go hard. Yeah, and then I was just like, okay. And then I went up there and actually like, because I was just gonna do a car freestyle too. And then I went up there and did it. But you had to kill the whole thing. Like, I'm gonna shut it down right here. Nobody really have to do it after that. No more. Because I remember seeing the pictures, but when I seen, I was like, dang, okay, she rapped too. All right, okay. What's up there? What's your upcoming projects or events, something that you got coming? Oh, by the way, congratulations on the hosting for the Live 25. Yes, you got host of the year. Yes, thank you. Okay. But what's something for 2019 that you want people to know about, that you got coming, or? I say that playlist that I was just telling you about. We're gonna be doing both, but we are taking it back to the actual game show where people can come and, you know, it's like a real live game show. So it'll be an event again. We're doing that this summer. Okay. But we'll still be in the streets too. Other than that, I'm hosting the track meet on May 18th from 6 to 9 p.m. At the it's in Deep Ellum, but follow my page at MO Classified to figure out where.
I think it's the line.
I think it's the lines too, but I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I don't know. I seen some flyers in Deep Ellum.
Right, but I don't want to say the wrong place.
Just follow. What's your social media so they can find it?
MO Classified. And then other than that, let me think. Yeah, I'm doing some, I don't know, I guess I'm doing some anonymous stuff that is coming, but I can't say.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, it's secret.
Yeah. Or like people won't even know that it's yeah, type shit for a long time. Like not even when I start doing it, you know. Yeah. They won't know until way later. Way later. Okay. I'll eventually say something, but they won't know until later. It gotta be dope. We can't even know it. Right. You know, I can't even get less time out. It's exclusive. You did get an exclusive. I did. It's coming, but you don't know where it's coming. Don't know when. Don't know when. Yeah. Just wait on it. Right. I'm sure girl, Luscious Barbie. Tune in to It's All Good with the TV on YouTube. Subscribe and all of that. DJ Joe Way behind the camera. Let's talk Dallas. Let's go.